All right, my man. State your name and let them know you on Nickavelli TV.
Got you. Yo, my name is Abdul. You feel me? Nickavelli TV. You know, Knicks fan. Been the Knicks fan for like what? 7 years.
7 years?
7, 8 years.
Okay.
You know, I was a little hope for them. You know, this year. Hopefully they get somewhere. You know.
So who's your favorite player, man?
Play it right now. At all time.
All time.
Melo. Gotta give him some.
Melo.
But J.R. Smith had a little run too, and Jamal Crawford, and Nate Robinson.
All right, let's start with one. Let's dissect one of these players.
We're gonna start with Nate Robinson.
Talk to me. What you liked about Nate Robinson?
He was one of the best Knicks players of all time to me.
Why you say that?
Because his height. You know what I'm saying? Like Spur Webb. Like he was a Spur Webb of the generation. Feel me? Jamal Crawford.
But what you liked about his game though, Nate
Robinson? He's elusive. He's elusive. He moved like a horse on the chessboard, bro. You don't know where he going, bro. It's ridiculous.
All right. Yeah. And who's the other player you said?
Jamal Crawford.
Talk to me about him.
Assassin. He's like the bishop on the chessboard. He's a sniper.
Yeah.
He's shooting any part of the court. His handle was ridiculous.
So you think it was a mistake the Knicks let him go?
It was a mistake. They let a lot of motherfuckers go.
Yeah.
A lot of motherfuckers.
Now, we all know the situation about Melo. Think that man got some game left in him, man?
He always gonna have game left in him. You know what I'm saying? It never left him.
Yeah.
NBA just don't got. They don't have no more faith in him. You know what I'm saying?
No more faith?
They don't have no more faith in that man.
And why is that?
He went to another team.
He went to a whole bunch of teams.
He went
to OKC.
And his stats kept going down every year. His stats kept going down. When it's that, you gotta get the boot, bro.
I mean, he want to start. He ain't want to be off the bench.
Even the Team USA didn't want to take him. Team USA didn't want to take him. And he every year elite, MVPs, everything.
Wow.
Drama, la.
Okay. Now the Knicks and the Nets is looking to pick him up, man. Kyrie, Kevin Durant, trying to get him over there. I mean, do you think it's a good look for the Knicks to try to acquire him, or they'll just say, you know what, let that man find his own way? What you think?
I think he better go back to the Knicks. I think he better off with the Knicks. You know what I'm saying?
And
go back to his roots.
And if Melo was to come to the Knicks, where would he fit in rotation, man? Do we play him off the bench? Yeah. Is he what you call it? A coach within the coach? You know how like Callaway was?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what's the role for Melo, man?
He should come off the bench. Try something new.
Try something new?
Yeah. He's starting it didn't work for him. So him coming off the bench, he probably give him more firepower doing that.
All right. Now moving right along, we'll talk about players like Kevin Knox. What you like about Kevin Knox's game, man?
Kevin Knox is elite. He's one of a kind.
Yeah.
Young boy. Still got a lot of life ahead of him, man. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be his team.
You think so?
That's gonna be his team. If another star don't come up, step up, it's gonna be his team.
Really?
Yeah, he's eating. He's hungry too.
You don't think it's gonna be Mitchell Robinson's team? Nah.
I like R.J. Barrett too, though.
Talk to me about R.J. Barrett. Because we didn't get Zion Williams, man.
Yeah.
We was tanking for him.
Yeah.
This bullshit rule, Adam Silver came up to 14% in the lottery pick. We wound up getting R.J. instead of Barrett. I mean, yeah, R.J. instead of Zion. Some say R.J. Barrett is a great pick. Some like the pick better than Zion. Yeah. Some say Zion's too heavy, all that dunking. There's no longevity in his career.
Yeah.
Because he eventually gonna blow his back out, get hurt. Like, it's just too much weight on that man. Talk to me about R.J. Barrett, man.
R.J. Barrett, he showed up during the summer league. He played better than Zion did in the summer league. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah,
why you say that?
He did. It showed. You gotta watch the summer leagues. Whoever's listening to this interview, watch the summer leagues. Zion, R.J. Barrett. You know, you see the difference, the comparison. You know, I think that a lot of these players they play college and then they go to the N.B.A. thinking that it's the same thing. It's not. It's not.
Is it safe to say that Kevin Knox thought that? Because Kevin Knox, he was talking a high ceiling before the season started.
I think he knew that, but he was prepared though, too. He was prepared. He came in a little bit too hard. He got an injury that slowed him down.
Okay, because he had a slow start at the beginning of the season, but as the season progressed, so did Kevin Knox' game, man. Talk to me about Lonzo Trier, man.
Lonzo Trier is
The undrafted, man.
magnificent.
Yeah?
Underrated.
Underrated?
Rated.
Why you say he's underrated?
He don't get the respect he's supposed to get too much. He's not spoken about like that when it comes to point guards in the league. Like Kyrie Irving, or Damian Lillard, Stephen Curry, even Lou Williams. He's not spoken about like that.
So what have Alonzo Trier done that you feel that he's being undermined?
He's still fresh in the league, so I'll give him another year or two. You know, right now he's still he's still finding his way as far as the league goes.
Okay.
He's a great player.
All right. Now we all know once again, no Kevin Durant, no Kyrie Irving. Do you think the Knicks made a big mistake not being able to acquire these players, man?
Absolutely not.
Talk to me.
Absolutely not, because now they have the cap space to get whoever they want, a superstar. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no superstars. So now they have the cap space to get these superstars, whoever superstar they want.
Now, speaking of Kevin Durant, think he's going to be the same player? Think the Knicks going to have to worry about this man coming this season?
Of course.
You still think we're going to have to worry about Kevin Durant after a torn Achilles? How many players come back from a torn Achilles? 100%, man.
Paul George. A couple players. Derrick Rose, torn ACL. It happens. He might come back the same, he might not.
And he's trying to come back this season. Normally, when you torn your Achilles, you stay out a whole year.
Yeah.
I think he's rushing to come back a little bit too soon, but that's not a Knick problem.
Yeah.
That's a Brooklyn Net problem right there.
Course.
You know what I'm saying?
And then another thing is, everybody thinks that the Knicks don't have no superstars that they're not gonna go for. Now, the Knicks is a slept-on team. So these teams that's playing the Knicks, they just sleeping on them. You know what I'm saying? Well, they not gonna do nothing. They had a poor season last year. You know what I'm saying? They just start judging this team off of the priors, and then that's what make them pop. Like
exactly, because once again we got Julius Randle, Bobby Portis, Marcus Morris, Todd Gibson. Any of these players, who you impressed with the most? Julius Randle. You like his game?
He's a beast. He's a beast. He was one of the best pickups for that team. Boards, rebounds, steals, everything. He gets it done.
He gets it done.
He gets it done.
You think he would be able to stop a player like Zion Williams in the paint?
Of course.
Julius Randle.
Of course. Of course. Of course.
Would Julius Randle be able to stop somebody like Chris Porzingis if he decided to come in the paint?
That's a hard one.
Wow. So you telling me that he'll be able to stop Zion Williams, but it's doubtful if he'll be able to stop Chris Porzingis.
Because Porzingis is taller and is that span, that reach span is ridiculous, bro. He can shoot over anybody. That's the same thing with Durant. He rises up for that shot. That shit is crazy. You're not blocking that shot, bro. It's hard. It's hard.
Damn. Now we talk about point guards on the Knicks. We let go Trey Burke. Think that was a big mistake? And we got Dennis Smith Jr.
Nah, that wasn't a big mistake. Dennis Smith Jr. is a good pickup.
What you like about Dennis Smith Jr.?
Dennis Smith Jr. He's good for coming off the bench, but for the fact that they don't really got that much help, he good where he at starting. You know what I'm saying?
So you think Dennis Smith Jr. should start?
Yeah.
Over Frank Ntilikina?
That's a hard choice.
Not a fan of, because some say Frank Ntilikina.
That's a hard choice. Both of their games is similar somewhat.
You think both of their games are similar? Yeah. Some might disagree with that. Some might say that Frank Ntilikina is the most, what's the word I'm looking for? He's the most defensive point guard that the New York Knicks got right now. You telling me that Dennis Smith Jr. played defense the way Frank Ntilikina played defense?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But on the offensive side, I'll take Dennis Smith Jr. over Frank Ntilikina.
Over,
Defensively, I'll take Frank Ntilikina.
over Dennis Smith Jr. So where should we place Frank Ntilikina if you know that his specialty is with his defense? Should he be on the second unit?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like Dennis Smith Jr. should start, give that firepower, and have Frank Ntilikina come off the bench. Work that way.
Yeah. What about Kevin Knox? Start him or should he come off the bench?
Start him. Start him.
Start him.
Start him. Because he's young. You know what I'm saying? He's hungry. They don't have nobody else on that team that has as much talent as that Kevin Knox has in that position. You know what I'm saying? To have somebody start over Kevin Knox, nah. I can't think of nobody else that'd be able to start over Kevin Knox right now.
Right now. Can't see it.
Nah.
So you think this season Kevin Knox's game is going to elevate even more from last year?
Of course.
I mean, we can't say of course because we didn't see Frank Ntilikina's game elevate. Frank Ntilikina went to the FIBA World Cup, played against Team USA, eliminated Team USA, locked down no other than Kemba Walker fourth quarter, made 2 clutch shots. Everybody's Frankie. I call him Officer Frankie because he's good with locking. You know, he doing his thing on the defensive end. But what about the offense? Do you think he's gonna have success? You got faith in Kevin Knox. Do you got faith in Frank Ntilikina to elevate his game this year, man?
I got faith in everybody on that team to elevate their game and get to where they at. You know, it's just a matter of time and patience. The Knicks, when they play games, they have it. If you whoever Knicks fan who's watching right now, the Knicks when they play, it's always to the end. They always mess up at the fourth quarter. It's like a collapse. They have the whole game won last minute. So now it's like they gotta. Whether it's like off the court, with basketball, you gotta get everything into place. Whether it's off the court, on the court, everybody has to be on the same page. If not, the team's not gonna play well, bro. And you could tell on the court that something is going on, bro.
Now talk to me. We're gonna end this real soon. How do you feel about Jeremy Lin getting a ring for Carmelo Anthony? Now, Jeremy Lin once played alongside Carmelo Anthony. Some say that when Linsanity was popping off in New York, remember when Linsanity was, that Carmelo was jealous.
He definitely was jealous.
Oh.
Jeremy Lin, I wouldn't say jealous. Let me change it. I wouldn't say jealous. I would just say he felt like he took the spotlight.
A little envy?
Yeah. When Melo gets the ball, everybody stops. Everybody stop what they're doing. They just stagnant. He wants to take over. Jeremy Lin, they won 7 games straight. 7 games straight that time frame. Melo wasn't even playing. So, is he the problem, or is like what he's doing is the problem? I don't know. Like, what's going on with this dude?
But do you think Melo was bothered with the fact that Jeremy Lin got a ring for him?
Maybe it got to him.
Do it really matters? Because now Jeremy Lin is in the dumps. He just got a ring, and Jeremy Lin is the most miserable player right now. Seemed like he became more miserable once he got the ring.
Yep. Because he didn't work for it. He didn't work for the ring. He basically did what a couple N.B.A. players did. Udonis Haslem, certain players just staying on the team picking up rings.
Like Rob Horry.
Yeah, just not doing shit. That's probably why he's miserable. He know he ain't worked hard for that ring. You know what I'm saying? Melo, he know he put the work in. He worked hard for that shit, and he still don't got one yet. It's eating him alive. It hurt. I was watching the Knicks game one day. I seen Melo sitting in the crowd, watching the game with the people. Wow, this is crazy.
Man,
it's crazy. That shit hurt me, bro.
That shit hurt you.
See Melo sitting there with the Knicks fans, watching his team play. That's crazy, bro.
Damn. Chris Porzingis, man. He went to the Dallas Mavs. When he comes,
a major loss.
You think a major loss?
Major loss for the Knicks.
Talk to me.
Big loss.
Talk to me.
Because after Melo, He was the only dude that stepped up to take that spotlight to fill it in. And they let him go. It was a wrap, bro. They should never did that. That's a fact.
Now, are you aware that Chris Porzingis wanted to leave? He wanted to be traded. He wanted the $10 million, and the Knicks didn't let him go. He demanded a trade because he wanted the $10 million extension contract. See, what you don't understand, that KP was quoted saying that he's fond of the Knicks. He loved the Knicks. He'll do anything for the Knicks organization as long as they put him at the number one option. This is when he was the top dog. Once Melo left, Chris Porzingis became that head dude.
Head honcho.
All right. If Chris Porzingis was still on the Knicks roster right now, and we had the players we had right now, talk about the new pickups and all, would you still consider Chris Porzingis the best player on the Knicks? Julius Randle, Alfred Payton,
Yep.
Marcus Morris,
Taj Gibson.
Yeah.
Nigel Shred.
Reggie Bullock.
Reggie Bullock.
Bullock.
Yep.
You still think that Chris Porzingis is the best player out of all these players we just named?
Of course.
Wow.
Of course. Of course.
Kevin Durant. Let's say Kevin Durant came.
Yeah.
He's better than Kevin Durant?
Nah.
What if Kyrie came? He better than Kyrie overall game?
Nah.
Now, this is why he wanted a trade. Once he heard about Kyrie and Kevin Durant possibly being able to come to the Knicks, now he won out. Either you give me my $10 million extension contract, or I'm bouncing.
I mean, it made sense. The Dallas Mavericks is a great team. They got a lot of pieces, bro. Majority of the Knicks players went to that team. Trey Burke, Courtney Lee.
I think you got Felton, right?
Nah, Felton is on the Clippers.
He's on the Clippers.
Yeah, but
okay.
they majority of the people that was on the Knicks is on the Mavericks now. So
Yeah. Was you sad to see Tim Hardaway Jr. leave?
That was one of my favorite Knicks players too, man.
Talk to me about Tim Hardaway, man. Some say he didn't live up to the hype, man.
He didn't?
Yeah. You disagree with that?
I disagree. I definitely disagree.
So tell me why.
Just because during his games he stepped up, bro. He stepped up and he did what he had to do. And he's a great shooter. He's a great shooter coming off the bench. That was another LD, son.
Is he a nut though?
No.
Tim Hardaway Jr. is not a nut?
Sometimes. I think J.R. Smith was more of a nut than Tim Hardaway Jr. was.
Why you say that?
J.R. Smith, he's a streaky shooter. When he scores, he'll give you 25 a night or he'll give you 6 a night. You never know what you're going to expect from him. Tim Hardaway Jr., he's giving you consistent numbers almost every night, a certain consistent number.
Yeah. But would you say Tim Hardaway Jr. lacked playing defense? That's another critic.
Of course.
So,
he's a great offensive player, but he don't play defense like that. Now, moving forward, I feel like the Knicks need more defensive players instead of offense. I feel like they focus too much on offense. Defense wins games. The Spurs showed you that. Showed the whole world that defense wins games. Now they got to focus on the defense. That's just my opinion.
So this is where Frank Ntilikina becomes a great asset.
Yep. He becomes the ace in the hole for this team as far as defense goes. And especially Iman Shumpert too. Iman Shumpert was on. He's another good defensive player. Tony Allen. A lot of is they focus more on defense, they'll get further. They'll get further. As far as the N.B.A. goes.
Okay. So how many games do you predict the Knicks as far as winning?
Out of 82?
Out of 82 games, man. We going to the playoffs, man? Or is this gonna be another tank season, man?
Oh no, bro. I think that it's gonna have to wait till next year in the playoffs.
You said it yourself that they sleeping on the Knicks.
Yes, of course, and they still could. It's still a possibility that they still can go to the playoffs.
Cause I feel they could have went last year, and I keep stressing this that the Knicks was tanking for Zion. We didn't get Zion, man. I feel the talent was there last year. Your boy Mitchell Robinson, man, could shoot the 3-ball.
He's a good player.
He ain't even display that talent, and he said he was at 30%. shooting the three as a secret weapon. He didn't even display it. Now he been practicing the three even more over this summer, man. I mean, I look forward to seeing great things, man. Let's talk about the coach, man. Knicks ain't been in the playoffs since we had a coach called Mike Woodson. Before Mike Woodson, we had Jeff Hornacek. No, Jeff Hornacek came after Mike Woodson. Yeah. We had Mike D. Talk to me about the coaches, man.
This is the thing. That was the problem. The front office keep changing the coaches, changing the staff. That shit affects the players, bro. You know what I'm saying?
How you feel about Coach Fizdale being the coach for the Knicks?
He's alright. He's a great coach. I feel like he's not too hard on the players. You know what I'm saying? And he knows what he's doing.
Do you think he got something out for European players, as people say? They say he don't like no basketball player out of Europe.
I don't think that's true. I think that's just people speculating about what his likes and dislikes is.
Do you think this season right here, Coach Fizdale is going to be on trial? Do you think he got time to develop this team? Or do you think this is the season coming right now where New York is going to say, you know what, Fizdale, put up or shut up, man. We want to see what you could do right now.
I mean, I feel like the time is no better time than the present, you know? And like I said, they got to step up. Defense wins games. They can't keep focusing on offense, you know what I'm saying? And everybody has to work with each other, you know what I'm saying? You can't be playing selfish basketball. And that's what Melo was doing when he was on the Knicks, playing selfish basketball. You spread the rock, you spread the love.
But yeah, Melo was your favorite basketball player, though.
He was. Because he put that team on his back, even though he wasn't Chuck. He put that team on his back. I just didn't like the way he was playing, like, fully. I feel like he was being somewhat selfish.
Okay, man. And with that being said, man, I want to thank you for coming on Nickavelli TV.
Nickavelli, I appreciate it, man. Nickavelli. My name's Abdul. You know, follow me on Instagram, Spazzo, #3.
All right, man. And today's the African Day Parade, man. So all my Harlem Nights, man, you know, come to 125th.
Nice.
It's popping.
Nice day.
Nice day.
You know.
See what's going on out here. Nickavelli's still on the job. You know what I'm saying? Trying to reach the youth out here, man.
Right.
You know, and with that being said, peace.
Peace.